Hi guys, today we're going to talk about instant manifestation. There's a lot of talk about how manifestation is instant. And a lot of people get confused by this statement because they think that instant manifestation means that if you want to, let's say, manifest riding an elephant, that you just have to decide and say, I want to ride an elephant, and the elephant will drop beside you and you'll be able to ride the elephant and have your manifestation instantly. Instant manifestation or manifestation happens instantly does not mean that. What it means is that when you have made a decision on something that you desire, let's say SP, let's talk about a specific person when it comes to this one, or it could be anything else, your job, a house, a car, whatever it is that you desire, what your goal, your end goal is. Once you decide that's what I want, and then you say, I'm allowing it to happen, meaning you don't worry about the how and the when it's going to happen. You're surrendering, you're trusting the universe, God, higher self, whoever that is for you, to bring it to you or to create it in your reality. Now, once you decide and allow, what you've done there is you set off instantly, you've launched or you set in motion the bridge of incidents that will get you to your goal. That's what is instant. Not necessarily the manifestation in the 3D. What is instant is that you are now setting in motion, you've triggered, you made a spark here, and you said to the universe, God, higher self, that's what I want, bring it to me, please. Now, when you allow, you know you don't ever consider the how and the when. So if you're in the way in your head and you're going, all right, well, how am I going to get SP back? Or maybe I should write him a letter, or maybe I should do this. You're getting in the way. You're not focused on the end result. That's all you have to focus on is you and SP together, you having that job, you having that car. We do not contemplate, how am I going to get the money for it? How am I going to get SP to notice me? We don't. We just focus on the end result. That's it. We know all this, right? But what you're doing is instant manifestation is what you've launched the bridge of incidents. That's what instant manifestation means. Now you have to sit back, and Neville Goddard says this, right? It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year. It usually isn't, because the more that you stay on this bridge and you stay focused on the end, it comes in a lot faster, and we know this. But let's not say you're on your bridge of incidents and you go on social media. We told you not, and we tell you not to do that. But you go on social media and you see, oh my God, my SP has a third party. He's going out with somebody else. Now you're like, oh my God, this is not going to happen. My manifestation is not happen. Well, then this bridge of incidents is going to keep going and getting longer and longer. But if you sit there and say, I know this is part of my bridge of incidents. I have no worries. I'm going to get there even faster. Because now you trust and you believe, because you're not worried about the how and the when, because you know that's none of your business. Because remember, I always tell my clients this, when there's a third party, what I used to say was, oh, I'm not worried, because the more he spends time with you, the more he wants to be with me. That's what I say. But label everything as good, just to always stay in that state. I know me and SP are together. I know I'm going to get that job no matter what happens on the bridge. Going back to the job, somebody says to you, sorry, you didn't get the job. Somebody else got it. So you go home, you get all depressed, and you're like, oh my God, see, this stuff doesn't work. So your bridge of incidents keeps going and you don't reach ultimately your goal because you're kind of given up. But if you sat there and said, I don't know, this is still going to bring me closer to my goal, and you stay in that state of knowing and knowing, how and when, none of your business. You didn't get the position, but guess what? A couple of days later, because you stayed in your state of knowing, I'm going to get that no matter what, I've decided and I allowed it to happen. Somebody calls you from another company and says, hey, I know you got an interview yesterday with this other company, but we have this job that offers you double the money, half the work. Are you interested? Do you see? Because we stayed on the bridge of incidents, accepting, allowing things to unfold, and staying in the state of my stuff. I always get what I desire because I decided and I allowed it. So that's what instant manifestation means. It doesn't mean you'll get your manifestation right in front of you, your SP in front of you, your job right in front of you. What it means is that you've launched or you set in motion the bridge of incidents, which will get you there. Let me know if you have any questions. Think about it. It's a real life changer.